During Aaron Rodgers' long run with the Packers, he became one of the biggest villains in Chicago. Every Bears fan remembers the moment he looked into the crowd and shouted that he owns them. That clip still gets replayed every football season, and honestly, it still stings for a lot of people in the Windy City. But this weekend brings a very different chapter. Rodgers is heading back to Chicago, only this time he's wearing the black and gold of the Steelers. The rivalry pressure isn't the same, the history isn't the same, and for Rodgers, the intensity of those old matchups seems to have faded. When reporters asked him this week if he still embraces being a bad guy in Chicago, Rodgers surprised everyone. He said he'd actually prefer not to be seen as the villain anymore. In his words, he's not in Green Bay now, and it might be time to let bygones be bygones. That doesn't mean the crowd at Soldier Field is ready to forgive and forget. Rodgers fully expects to hear the boos rain down the moment he steps onto that field. And honestly, he knows exactly why. He called the Packers-Bears rivalry one of the greatest in all of sports, right up there with Lakers-Celtics and Yankees-Red Sox. He even pointed out how the Packers trailed the Bears in the all-time series when he first arrived, and how the Packers had taken the lead by the time he left. Since Jordan Love arrived, that gap has only grown. Rodgers hopes Bears fans can move on from all that history, but he doesn't expect them to. What's interesting is how calm Rodgers has been about matchups this season. When he faced his old team, he didn't call it a revenge game. He didn't talk about proving anything. He's kept the emotional storylines out of the spotlight, and this week is no different. There is one major question, though. Will he even play? Rodgers is still dealing with a fracture in his left wrist, the same injury that knocked him out for part of last week's game against the Bengals. His status depends heavily on how he handles practice, and Thursday's session is expected to be the turning point. If he can't go, Mason Rudolph will take the field instead. Rodgers made it clear that the decision won't come down to pain tolerance. It comes down to safety. He said he needs to feel confident that he can protect himself before stepping back into a live game. For Steelers fans, that leaves a little uncertainty. For Bears fans, it raises the question of whether they'll get one more chance to boo the quarterback who tormented them for nearly 2 decades. Either way, Rodgers' return to Chicago won't be short on drama.